Is he using this mic or what?
No, that's the one you'll sing on.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe, yeah. Okay. Well, let's actually, if you're setting up here, you need to take that other cord. That's why I thought.
Close that door.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was setting up there. I thought, like, I don't think
Because he was using that mic on that speaker.
Yeah, here, let me turn you off. Yeah, switch out cables. That one's longer. Yours, I think, is longer. I'll plug in and out. Everybody's listening.
They're not listening right now. They got the music going.
I'm just 40 seconds on shot.
That on volume. Oh,
Is that loud enough? Should be.
We'll figure it out. We'll stand by that. On WTSQ 88.1 FM from Dayton, Ohio, that's Uncle Bob, Mr. Robert Pollard, one of the greatest American songwriters, guided by voices 2 in a row from those guys from the classic album Alien Wings 235. Always an interesting day when my pal Jamie Skeen decides to show up at the radio
Hello.
station. Jamie Skeen, how are you?
I'm alive.
You know what?
He said that's about it.
Stan, you wake up in the morning, when you wake up and your eyes open up, and you think, I'm alive. I'm gonna get through another day and I'm gonna kill it. Not necessarily kill anything in particular, but the royal it.
Right.
That's the start of a good day.
Oh yeah.
And the day
For me.
Yeah, exactly. The day may not necessarily go well, but there's always another opportunity tomorrow. And then the next day, and you keep going until you drive everybody crazy. And I've succeeded in doing that multiple times in my life, and here I am on the radio.
Right.
Jamie, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
So, like, you schlepped all the way from Vegas and you brought somebody with you. First off, if you don't know Jamie Skeen, where have you been? Everybody knows Jamie Skeen, everybody loves him. One of the greatest bass players in history. Not a Yankee fan, but not everybody can be perfect.
I watch the Yankees. Hey, I watch the Yankees for you,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
you're a Reds fan like my friend Scotty Johnson, whose radio show, the Beer Free Radio Hour, will air at 5 o'clock. And you were,
I was becoming a Dodgers fan living in Vegas. So, yeah, you see so many people with the Dodgers stuff. I was like, I'm West Coast.
Or you're a Knights fan. I think it's Knights. Right?
Oh, the old night, yeah, the hockey.
Las Vegas, great place for ice hockey.
Oh.
Stan G. Murphy says, well, have the Raiders moved to Vegas yet?
They haven't yet. I think that they're almost close to being done. I mean, they were putting the skeleton of the top on.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it'll be, they're even doing a new tram and stuff from like...
It's worth it. The Raiders are one of the greatest NFL franchises ever.
Dude, that stadium was beautiful. When I got there, it was a frame, and when I left, we actually flew back around Christmas. It's this big, black, shiny, $4 billion stadium, I guess, is what they're putting in.
I was wondering about the parking, though, because when you look at the parking lot, you're like, it's all dirt right now.
They're doing a tram. They're adding a tram over at the Westgate to go back.
So they'll do
over
parking
to
and
the
you can
stadium.
take the tram over. That's a smart idea.
Yeah,
Seriously.
and it's actually, I heard on the news that it was actually done and actually sponsored by some small airline system that's over there in Vegas that decided to actually sponsor the stadium itself, and then they put up the money for it, and that's how the stadium became.
What city are they gonna get? I remember 20 some odd years ago.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson,
30 years
yes.
ago.
They were thinking about putting Giant Stadium or a new Yankee Stadium on the west side of Manhattan, not far from where Madison Square Garden was. The thing is, there's no place to park. And they tried to get the Olympics to New York. The Olympics had eventually went to London, and they were going to have the Olympic Stadium where that Giant Stadium was. Like, no, people in New York did not want this. It was, where are you going to park all these people?
Right.
Yeah, we got
Especially
millions.
in New York.
Especially in New York. Stan G. Murphy.
And Stan and I met, believe this or not, the first gig I played in Vegas, he opened for my band.
What was your band?
Red Dirt Rodeo.
And were you paying attention to Stan when he opened up for your band? Did you say, who's this guy?
Yeah, he was playing some of his tunes, and I was like, who's this guy?
And then,
I actually sat down and listened to a few songs.
And what did you think, Jamie Skeen?
I thought he was great.
You better thought he was. You better say
Well,
that.
I mean, he's sitting here with me,
Yeah,
man.
he's like, I can't say that out loud. I got him on radio, though.
Stan, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I am originally born in Jacksonville, Florida, raised in Pensacola,
Wait,
Florida,
Jacksonville,
in a little
Florida.
small town called Molino, which you have Pensacola, Cantonment is another town, and then you have Molino.
So you're from Alabama, basically.
Might as well say. Clemson, Alabama's not far from Inslee and Central area. So.
What was it like, first of all, Jacksonville?
Jacksonville, I don't remember. I think I've been through there, but I was born there, so that's
But
about
it's in the
I don't know
blood,
about that.
man.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Gainesville. Tom Petty was from Gainesville.
Right.
What was it like growing up in the Pensacola area?
It was cool. It was good. When I was adopted, of course, and then when I was adopted, moved out to Pensacola, Florida. At the time, I was in Alabama. I think I was in Atmore, Alabama, I believe.
Right.
And with a family, and then we moved to Pensacola, and they had a huge farm and lakes and all whatnot. So that was just gorgeous for me. I mean, because coming from where we were like cotton fields. So.
Of course.
But we went out to Molino, was where they're from. 9800 North Barth Road, Molino, Florida.
Everybody look that up on Google Satellite.
So you can Google satellite that, and that's where you'll see all the ponds and stuff. That was the farm and rivers and stuff that I grew up on, and it's called Blackwater Swamp on there.
Did you become a good swimmer when you were a kid?
What?
Did you go swimming a lot?
Oh, yeah, I did. I'm a fish out of water. I'm cancer anyway. That's my sign. So, just so y'all ladies know, I'm cancer.
At 240 WTSQ, our friend Stan G. Murphy's here. Jamie Skeen is here as well. How did you get into music, Stan?
Church.
You know what's so funny about that, guys? We had somebody up here yesterday, our friend Jennifer Monday, came up here and played guitar sitting where Jamie's sitting right now. And I said, how'd you get into music? And she said, church. And everybody I know,
How
did they get into
a bunch of people.
you can hear the best music in a church.
Yeah.
Even if you're
I
not.
learned to play bass.
Started
in the church,
singing.
so-
I started singing regular. Like we were a Southern Baptist, so you just grabbed the hymnal and started
And so
singing. You know,
singing.
some of those songs were I was about ready to fall asleep. But anyhow, I got into the choir, and we actually had a pretty good, decent choir. My sisters played saxophone, one played piano, one played flute, one played trumpet. I mean, it was just on and on, you know. And they were all talented. Everybody in the family plays some kind of instrument. So, but I think the main reason why was that I kept hearing all these songs like "That Ain't My Truck" and "Dust on a Bottle," my cousin David Lee Murphy, and just people like that. Wade Hayes, I love Wade Hayes and love his wife Lisa. They're good. People like that, you know, and hearing their music and inspiring me to want to go to Nashville and push to write music. Didn't know anything about it at the time, but
Most people who end up in Nashville don't. They just say this is what I want to do.
But I pertain it back to gospel though, because gospel music is what I started with, and it developed into being a pastor's son, into an outlaw, and then coming into, you know, drinking, smoking, tattoos, and you name it, booze.
All the stuff that Jamie Skeen did just this morning.
Right, right. And I told him, I said, you know, I don't get away from it too far because I do gospel music. Even in my country shows, I still do it. But at the same time, like the new song that I'm working on writing right now was be called "The Outlaw Side of Me."
Great.
And you know, it's 100% talking about all the crazy things I've done or seen or went all the way over the United States with. So that's just who I am,
And
I
you would
die
not.
that way.
You would
so.
not change a
Nope.
bloody thing if you had to do it.
If there was a Wyatt Earp nowadays, you're probably looking at him.
Was it Wyatt Earp that used to, when you would go to the tavern, he wouldn't sit facing, like his back wouldn't be toward the door?
Right.
Is that Wyatt Earp?
Possibly.
So,
Maybe the
Too
same
many
guy.
enemies, probably.
oh my gosh. Well, anybody that's an enemy of Stan G. Murphy.
And that's also was, I think that was, not to cut you off, but I think that was Wild Bill Hickok.
Wow.
Because he got shot, remember?
He
From,
did.
from
Wild Bill
facing
Hickok was
away
from-
from that. That's how he died.
Well, you know what? Anybody that's a enemy of Stan G. Murphy is an enemy of WTSQ. And I don't know that we're good shooters or we can duck here. I know I can duck very
Right.
quickly, and I can scream like a girl. So, well, that take that back. All the women in my life scream like banshees, and that's what you want. If I had to say who my biggest influences were, they're all the women in my life. Stan G. Murphy's here, Jamie Skeen's here. Going to be a big show at the Blue Parrot tomorrow. Stan, I just want to let you know so you don't get disappointed. 2 shows.
2 more.
2 more. Oh, hang on. Well, wait. There's breaking news here.
Or actually 3 more.
Wait, okay. First of all, don't get disappointed. There is not a Blue Parrot at the Blue Parrot. Every time I go in there, I look for the Blue Parrot. It's not there. I don't know what happened.
We need to
to
ask
them.
Jess for that. Hey, Jess, if you're
Maybe they
listening,
did
need
what
a
I
Blue
did
Parrot.
and let the bird go.
You know
You
what?
let the bird go.
So, Jazz at the Parrot is a great American, and they just wanted to let the parrot free. And the parrot was such a great emblem of freedom and rock and roll in Charleston. They said, fly away, Blue Parrot. So if you see a blue parrot flying around, please give him my card. Anyway, so tomorrow at the Parrot, what our shows are coming up?
Thursday at the Glass.
At the Empty Glass.
At the
Thursday.
world famous Empty
The
Glass.
world famous Empty Glass.
Yeah, we confirmed that yesterday, and then my lovely wife booked us at a place near our home.
Okay, who-
Castaways and Nitro on
Who
Friday
is your
night.
lovely wife?
Sheila.
No, the full name, please.
No, I don't really want to say her full name. So.
Sheila is like Madonna.
She's a rock star.
She's a rock star.
She
You
is.
just
That's
know
all she just needs to be
Sheila.
called.
She's awesome. And
She's
if she's
been
listening,
writing
I hope
songs
she is.
with us.
She knows.
And there's this very special song that you guys have been writing. Sheila. So tomorrow at the Parrot, Thursday at the Glass, Friday up by you guys. Will
Castaways
Castaways
and
and
Nitro.
Nitro.
And Nitro right off Main Avenue near Deals. So if you're not familiar with the area, it's really easy to find.
Just Google it, man.
It's a fun little neighborhood bar. She came back last night. I got you another show.
Yes.
If you love 1990s country music out there, this is as good as it gets.
By the way, you guys are gonna play for us live. Jamie, the entire production department of WCHS TV is listening. So
Hi, guys.
Bill and Tyler and everybody loves
Bill
you,
and
Jamie.
Tyler and Leah and
God help
got
us all.
Scraggs and Kevin on the overnight. Yeah, there's a little,
Yes.
some new faces.
Did you know
Samson,
how
Raj.
popular a character Jamie Skeen was in his hometown in Charleston?
I've heard since I got here. I mean, we went to the casino the other night, me and his wife, and she was just took me to go meet some people that are playing there, and they were just like, "What? Where's he at?" Da da da. You know, I don't know.
I
And
asked
like,
that
he's
question.
awesome. He's the best bass player in the world.
Yes, he is.
So,
One day we need to, and we've been talking about this for ages before we get to the music, we need to get the great Johnny Maroon. Of course, Johnny plays with Bob Thompson. He has his Fletcher's Grove and he works with Mountain Stage. Great bass player. We need to have you guys up here, Jamie, doing banjos, but with basses.
I want a banjo bass. You got a banjo bass, John?
Are there is that a thing?
Les Claypool had one.
Really?
I don't know if it was
that'd
more
be
of a
cool.
novelty.
That'd be cool.
I didn't know that.
Does it sound like one?
I don't know. I seen it in pictures. That might have been like a novelty because he was kind of crazy. Promise guy, but
By the way, breaking news from WTSQ comedy correspondent Stephanie Hall. The Blue Parrot is beside the darts board at the Blue Parrot.
oh,
I did not know that. Stephanie Hall, this is why you're a rock star and a great American. I want to go get my picture taken with this
well, I'm
one.
sad because we hosted the open mic there for years. I've never seen.
So we need to find a
Blue
darts
Parrot.
board. Okay, we're gonna have Stan G. Murphy, Jamie Skeen, you guys are gonna play for us. Jamie, is that amp on?
Oh yeah.
Let me hear how it sounds. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay. Both you guys coming out of that amp?
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn the mics down. Let's just play that for a second. Keep going. Hey Stan, give us a little vocals.
Check 1. You can put your lipstick on while I drive. You hear?
Put Jamie, play. And let's hear Stan. Let's hear Stan.
You can put your lipstick on while I drive. We can go down to old El Paso.
What is El Paso like?
Oh, El Paso is crazy.
Oh.
It right across the street, you can literally see across the border, and it is actually, and where it's Juarez, and it's like tin roofs and rundown shacks. And not down in Juarez for if anybody's listening over in Juarez. I'm just saying that you can see it, and then it's different. I mean, it's almost like you're still in Mexico, but you're still in America at the same time.
You know what? We're all America.
Yeah.
Also, I think I'm going to be at the Parrot tomorrow night, not only to see Stan G. Murphy, but the comedy open mic, and Stephanie's going to have my picture taken with the Parrot. I want my picture taken with Stan G. Murphy, Jamie Skeen, Stephanie Hall, and Lou Perry. Chris Long is going to take that picture, blow it up, 8 stories tall, we're going to put it on the side of the Union Building. Martin Riggs, if you're listening, we're just kidding. Our amazing landlord. Okay, guys, let's rock. Stan, what do you got for us?
So what we got is, this is a song that I wrote back when I was like 15 years old.
So a few years ago.
Yeah, it's been about
2012.
20-something years ago. So here's Tall in the Saddle. This is a song that I recorded in Nashville and never released until now. So this is live, Tall in the Saddle. Wide open range, and the skies away forever. Across the old plains, little cattle drivers, holding on that old trail. Back when he was tougher than leather, and home He's so tall in the saddle, strong against his land, faithful to family, he was loyal to his dreams. Questions seemed like was a political race. We need a cowboy to lead the way. He's so tall in the saddle, through the wind, snow, and rain. They gather street cattle with horses to tame. His words were golden, and his hands shake firm. In a world struck with trouble, only him will learn. Standing tall in the saddle, strong against the land, faithful to family, he was loyal to his dreams. He'd feed a stranger, he would turn that street down. Oh, we could show you a cowboy right now. He's so tall in the saddle, across this great land, faithful to family, he was loyal to his dreams. Questions seemed like was a political race. We need a cowboy to lead the way. We could sure use a cowboy. Stood tall in the saddle, wheeling the fight for God, truth, and freedom, justice and right. Standing tall in the saddle.
On WTSQ 88.1 FM. Cowboy Vision, Stan G. Murphy, Jamie
Thank
Skeen.
you.
Jamie, where find these people, man?
He found me. Like I said, he was on the first gig I played in Vegas, and I remembered him.
I mean,
And we actually didn't start playing together until I came back for Christmas, and we came back, and
so
I ended up in Henderson, and he was on the show. And
Stan, let's talk about Jamie Skeen. Goes to Vegas, plays with Toby Keith, plays with Stan G. Murphy. What is next for this guy? What is next for both of you? What do you?
Well, we're hoping that one of these songs will become a hit, and we get out and tour with people like Confederate Railroad and Andy Griggs and all those ones that we love out there.
So you're recording while you're out here.
I am.
And
I'm
how's
recording an
that?
album right now. Well, right now we're doing an EPK, I believe.
Like
There's
an EP.
3 songs. and then that's just to get more shows booked out west and doing stuff, and then and hopefully even back out here if anybody's interested in that. But
I might get to go to Wyoming again. He got a
Wyoming,
call
you
from
love
Jackson.
yeah, we got a call from Wyoming yesterday from Outlaw Saloon's owner, and he was out there listening to me, and he also said he owns another one called the $1 Million Saloon over in Jackson.
I want to see this place.
Oh, I want it. I want the $1 million.
Outlaws
He
is
can
famous.
the saloon.
Outlaws is a big one. I never got to play that one. I played in Wyoming a couple places, but that was like an elite club. So
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Sam, tell me some of the places you've played. You've played all over America.
Everywhere. Let's see. I've been to Outlaw Saloon, Lizard's Lounge, Amarillo's, Cattleman's in Amarillo, Billy Bob's, all over Nashville. You name a place I played in there. Played ever in New York, believe it or not.
Where do you remember where you played?
I do not. It was actually close to the Bronx, which is not good. It was not good. I know when we were unloading the truck, I was like, yeah, I don't think we need to be here, but
Yeah.
but I ended up playing in a lot in Florida. Chan's, matter of fact, is one of the places that's still out there. I've done stuff pretty much everywhere you can think of. I mean, it's just so many places.
Sam, are there any shows that stand out as being particularly insane?
Right now, on Sunday nights, if you're listening, go to the Pioneers Hall of Fame Pioneer Saloon. It's the second oldest saloon in Nevada,
Huh.
1913. And there's so many good stories there. Clark Gable was waiting on his wife, who was Gone with the Wind lady, everybody
Right.
knows. She died on the mountain behind us. So, in that plane crash, and they waited for like hours and stuff. But he actually
Stayed
there's
there till he
there's
got the
burn
news.
holes in the bar where he was sitting, where he fell asleep and burnt holes in it. This is from
Cigarettes.
1800s, that bar.
Huh.
So it's an awesome saloon. Everybody I've taken out there, including
that was
him,
one of the coolest
loves
places
it.
in Nevada.
It's one of the most
And
coolest
it's also
places
in
there.
Fallout New Vegas if you're, if
Yes.
you're a gamer.
So I play there every Sunday, 5 to 10.
They got awesome food. Awesome
Great food.
Huh.
It's like you go out on this like 2-lane road.
I hope you
like-
come out and hear it one day.
Well, Chris Long, our president and boss here, needs to start a satellite station in Vegas.
Hey man,
We can
I'll
have a
be
status
on.
quo hotel and
Status
casino.
Quo Hotel in Skeen, Nevada.
256, big show tomorrow night. By the way, the comedy night at the Parrot, Steph was just saying this next Wednesday. Tomorrow night, Cowboy Vision, Stan G. Murphy. Jamie, you playing with Stan tomorrow night at the
Yeah,
Parrot?
yeah.
Anybody else playing with you guys? Just you two?
It's
It's just us.
Sheila's not going to jump up on stage with a tambourine.
She might.
She might. You never know.
She has enough to drink, you never know.
We tried to get her to do that.
Thursday at the world famous Empty Glass. That's going to be they're all going to be big shows. And over in Nitro
At the Castaways.
at the Castaways. Do you are pirate eye patches? Are they optional at the Castaways?
I bring them out.
Yeah,
that
just
sounds kind of fun.
Stan, you can play another song for us.
Yes.
What you got?
So here's this is a new song. My friend Tommy Lynn, if he's listening out there,
And if he's not
Hi,
listening,
Tommy.
you
he
got
should be
something to ask
listening.
for.
Because I called him earlier and let him know ahead of time. But this is his song, and it came out in the early '90s. Well, it didn't come out on the radio, but I don't mean it by that. I mean, he wrote it in the early '90s and had it published, and he never really went anywhere. But he told me, he sent me a CD of songs, and I picked this one out of there, and I really think that it's an awesome song, and it's just one touching on a lot of love points. So everybody loves love songs. This is a ballad song, but from Tommy Lynn in Nashville, Tennessee, and this is Stan G. Murphy singing "I Do It All For You." Moment the sun comes up, till the moment the sun goes down, until I see your face just one more time. I'll see you again, girl. It would never be too soon. 'Cause everything I do, girl, I do it all for you. Everything Sometimes my heart gets broken from the way I've treated you. And I look at the clothes I'm wearing and I think about you. 'Cause everything I do, girl, I do it all for you. And though at times I may forget to talk about you, everything I do, girl, do it all for you. Yeah, everything I do, girl, do it all for you. I do it all for you. I do it all for you.
WTSQ LP 88.1 Charleston, Stan G. Murphy, Jamie Skeen. Come on, round of applause.
Thanks.
For yourselves.
Yay.
Give it up for Jamie's kid.
Jamie Skeen, give it up for yourself.
Oh yeah, but if Lakeland's listening, he wanted to hear Uncle Joshy tell him hi. So.
Hi, Lakeland. You're my favorite nephew.
And tell Riley hi. They're
Hi,
both
Riley.
listening.
And Sheila, you are a godsend for many, 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 many reasons, and we love you. Stan, you schlepped our boy Jamie home. Tell us about that trip.
Oh,
What did you
Lord.
guys eat? What did
We
you guys
ate
see?
junk food the whole way. We were drinking more energy drinks than to catch you a flight. But I drove. Well, first we were only going to drive as far as I could get, but I ended up driving almost 750 miles a day.
And I have a hard time getting from the west side of Charleston to the east end without falling
We
asleep.
checked. I think we stayed in what, 2 hotels, and then we slept in the car. I had to pull over and go to sleep on the last run because I did 900-mile drive, and I was like, oh
Oh
my
yeah, that last one was.
It
Yeah, we
was
stayed in
horrible.
Tucumari, and then we stayed somewhere.
Tucumcari, and we
Tucumcari,
stayed
yeah.
Tucumcari, and we stayed in Stigler, Oklahoma.
Stick.
We got a big old beautiful country.
So hey, shout out to Stigler, Oklahoma if
yeah,
you're out there.
got a lot of listeners there.
To the days in there.
I actually like the one in New Mexico a little better. It had a
Yeah, that
little
one was really
personality.
cool. And actually, Elvis Presley stayed in the same room we did
Really?
back in
Clint
19,
Eastwood, and they shot. Western.
Did he say it was 1960s? I think it was like
think.
early 60s.
And Stan and Jamie stayed there. They
We
probably-
might have stayed in Elvis's room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, stay tuned. I gotta pay some bills. Everybody listen. 3 very important messages from some of the amazing organizations that make this thing happen.
Support and underwriting for WTSQ is provided by First Choice Services, which helps.
How's this going so far, you
Health
guys?
insurance through the health insurance market.
Oh, we're gonna do that at the new one,
Information on
though.
services and
So that's where I
programs
gotta
is
get mine.
available at
You-
844
He had one tune
or at
was
First
cut,
Choice Services.
Rocky Lane cut. Wow, it like top 20 or something. I don't know.
No, it's platinum album.
Wow.
But if you want, we can do that.
For him, it
was
wasn't.
a one
For me.
special one.
And it went big, but people would know it. You know, that's a lot.
Play whatever you guys want to play.
WTSQ is provided by Melted
You did this one as the last one?
2020,
Yeah.
Yeah.
featuring OC.
I'm just trying to get the words. Because it's 3 sheets. I wish you'd have wrote it down on one piece of paper, but
This 2-day festival takes place
I
But
got
you're
messages
playing
from
it
Bill
anyway,
Cable.
so
March
we're playing
13th.
it together. But
Tickets available.
One more,
at
spot there.
musicfest.com.
Hey everybody, this is Emily Adio, singer-songwriter and Nashville recording artist. You're listening to WTSQ 88.1.
Thank you, Emily, and we love you. 3:03 here in the afternoon show. Got some messages. Stan, for your friend Jamie Skeen. Bill says, tell Bub I gave up energy drinks for Lent.
Oh.
For what?
For Lent.
what's that?
Bill, you
I'm
need
a
to-
country boy, so you got this playing more stuff.
And our friend Kayla and our friend Tyler. Say hello, Jamie.
Hi.
And they're very happy that you're here with Stan G. Murphy, Cowboy Vision, Blue Parrot. Tomorrow, the parrot, you guys, breaking news, is by the dartboard. Thank you, Stephanie Hall. You don't know Stephanie, you've blown my mind. Thursday, world famous empty glass.
And what's the other dates?
Friday, we're going to be at Castaways in Nitro.
And the following Wednesday, I believe, at the Empty Glass.
So we're doing 2 shows at the Empty Glass.
And then I think I leave on Thursday to
Yeah.
go back for my other gigs.
So Stan is going to be here a while.
Yeah, I'll be
Man.
here for a while. So if y'all got, so any new fans that love those songs,
They're all
be
been
sure to
come.
come out there and talk to me about them.
Stan, what have you eaten since you've come to the Charleston, the greater
Oh, he's
Charleston
got-
area?
Oh no, I've been cooking for him and cleaning his house. Can you believe that?
Wait. Okay, hang on.
He got the whole freaking package this time. Excuse me.
Sorry, let me just say.
I mean, I had a
hang on a
steak
second.
last night. My
Okay.
family had chicken.
Tell me, Stan, you enjoy cooking.
I do.
What have you cooked for the Skeen family?
Let's see. Last night I made ranch chicken, and but it had sausage. It had some peppers in there, and we had some. I just put like normal salt, pepper, and a little bit of.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean you don't really need a lot because the sausage itself gives it a little different type of heat to it.
And if you have to put
Just
too
put it
much,
in
if you
there.
have to put too much stuff on it, it's not good.
But then I put it in a crock pot, and believe me, if y'all listen to wanting a recipe to feed everybody, cut you up some of those thick chicken breast and put it in the crock pot. Put some good ranch or whatever ranch you like. Put the sausage, cut some sausage up, some spicy sausage, put it in there. Put you some peppers in there and a little salt and pepper, and go away. It's good.
I keep telling Chris Long, president and boss here at WTSQ, that we need to have a stove put
But-
into the studio, so we could be cooking with Stan right now, Jamie.
Right. I'll do a cooking show. I'll do hey, we were going to do that. My wife had an idea. I better not say that because she might kill me. She had an idea for me doing as a singing chef cooking show. You know,
I think
like
that'd
cook a
be
meal,
great.
play a
The
song.
Cowboy Chef.
But
I
do it
can
on the
see
radio.
it.
You can
It'd be
mic,
awesome, wouldn't it?
you can mic the frying pans, mic the smoke detectors. So what else have you cooked for the Skeen family?
And then, hey, he had steak. I was going to tell you that. I actually got up and cooked him a steak.
How was the steak,
It
Jamie?
was very, very good.
So Stan G. Murphy is
Even
a
his
good cook.
burgers were good. He's cooked a bunch of
You'll get fat around me. And my wife gained 43 pounds.
That's a good cook right there.
Yeah. But I'm from the South. We grew up barbecuing and cooking gator tail and everything you think of.
Can we get some gator tail before you go back to
Yeah, I
Vegas?
wish.
Maybe
Hey,
go to Johnny's Meat
hey,
Market at the Capitol
USC
Market.
Foods, if you're listening, you have great gator tail.
So you've also been doing some cleaning as well, cooking
Oh
and
yeah,
cleaning.
cooking, cleaning,
Good.
taking care of the baby, playing with the baby.
What is Stan wearing when he's cleaning the house? Does he have the
Cowboy hat.
Yes, and a French maid outfit?
Nah, he's too big for those.
Do you know what that means, Stan? Your family?
Yeah,
It means your family.
Yeah.
yep.
How are the kids like him?
I try to take care of my band. I mean, my band is a family.
Yes.
Because when you're out on the road for 6 months at a time and cooped up
That's all
together,
you got.
that's all you got. That's who you depend. It's just like the military. You depend on that guy next to you. A
Absolutely.
little bit different situation. I'm not getting shot at, but
Well,
you know,
sometimes when I was with a band, I was
you know, unless the song's horrible, you know.
No, you leave this, you go on the road, those guys are your brothers. Either you come back together or you
or
don't come back.
You
So
leave them out on
guys-
the road. We were with this New York goth band called The Ancients in Birmingham, Alabama. We weren't playing. We were just staying overnight. Or we got rooms. And I don't know if they were shooting at us, but there were shots in our vicinity. And for a bunch of goths, that's not. Like I was like, get the you know what down, and one of the girls got up to look out the window, and I'm grabbing her by the belt. I'm like, that is
Well, that
not the
happens
right
in
thing to
Vegas,
do.
too. I've heard stories. Adam told me he'd been on the ground during some shots in
Listen,
North
guys,
Vegas.
anybody that thinks that Charleston's a rough place, no. There's a lot rougher in this world. We are blessed to be here in Charleston. Sam, we are very lucky to have you here. A lot of
I'm
us
glad
care.
to be here.
A lot of us care a lot about Jamie. I don't know why, but we do, and we're really, really lucky to have you in our extended family here, Sam.
Yeah, and I couldn't have done it
So-
without him. I mean, the whole recording to playing and everything else we did such a good job in Vegas as far as our little acoustic thing that we got people just booking out there. So, and I'm thankful for it.
So,
So.
Stan, you've done a lot of recording. Tell me.
Well, in the past I did some stuff in Nashville. I did some stuff in Florida. I've done stuff out in Texas. For me it was mostly just writing songs for people,
Right.
you know, writing stuff out there if somebody wants something or has an idea for a song. You know, I think we wrote 5 in the last 3 days or something like that.
Some
Yeah,
people
we'll
can
play
write
very
one song
fresh.
a year.
But here's the thing to let y'all know, since 2007, when that song came out, I haven't wrote anything. I've started on stuff, but I've never finished anything till just recently when we got together. So
How do you like that, Jamie? This is what partnerships and family are about. You
He helped me out, and I guess I helped him.
right, and he's a good. I mean, Jamie.
everything happens for a reason.
Why are we letting Stan? I mean, I know Stan's married and his wife would like him back, but can we handcuff him to a radiator?
I
Sheila,
wouldn't
come on,
mind
man,
to keep him
help
around.
us.
She was like, my wife's like, is he for real? She was like, they cleaned the house this morning. I was
She
like,
came in, she was like looking around, she was like,
you cleaned it?"
really? She's like, this guy's been in here cleaning my house, scrubbing the toilets, you name it. I was like, you know what? But it gives me, it keeps my mind where I'm not thinking about stuff back there or what's going on with problems, so I just gotta stay busy.
You know, Stan, my dad used to tell me if I was anxious, and Jamie knows I never get anxious, go wash the dishes because it becomes mechanical. So it's all muscle memory, you're washing the dishes and your brain just resets itself. So I hear that. If you vacuum, you run the sweeper,
It breaks them.
it breaks whatever thought pattern you have in your head, it just breaks it. Go rake the leaves.
Right.
And if you don't want to do it for yourself, I'm sure you had a brother or sister or our friend Kayla whose house you may want to clean, but cleaning really, really,
Maybe
really
I'll
is-
write a song about cleaning.
We can start writing it right now. Came to WTSQ. That's sorry. I started cleaning the floor. Come and help me out. Exactly. It's gotta be 5-bar blues here. Is it 5 bars or 3 bars?
Actually 12 bars.
12 bars. All the same.
You're a little
I got no
off.
attention span, Stan. Stan G. Murphy, Cowboy Vision. Tomorrow night, Blue Parrot. Thank you to Jess. Empty
Oh, yes.
Glass Thursday.
Block.
Who we thanking
Block.
at the glass? Block and Shaver.
Shaver.
Make sure you check out online for Cowboy Vision on Facebook. Make sure you check out online as well for Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
And you're on YouTube too?
Yeah, Stan G. Murphy YouTube, not Cowboy Vision. Cowboy Vision, I came up with that name because I'm a cowboy 100%. I
He
was
worked
Tom
on
called
new
Home
ranches
Sick
and
Cowboy
stuff.
for Jason Meadows out there. I have been on working on ranches in Montana over 88,000 acres.
88.1 thousand acres.
Right,
Okay.
88.1 thousand acres. And working out there and on Hershey's Ranch and other places, I had this idea for if I ever did a band, I was like, I want to call it Cowboy Vision. And vision
Right.
means vision of things to come.
Right.
That's what it stands for. So if anybody's listening for why you call it Cowboy Vision, vision of things to come. I have several things that are in the works and it hasn't been finished yet, but I'm one of those guys that I'm determined to do it.
You know what, Stan, we stick around the Skeen family, Jamie and Sheila, a lot of good things are going to happen for you. Listen, you've been on rodeo.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
Saddle bronc rider for 2 years at the Broslingham Park Rodeo in Pensacola, Florida, and then also did it at Red Rock in Grand Junction, Colorado. But for me, it was in healing. I was a healer for a little while. But for me, it was just being around. I always grew up with Chris LeDoux's music, and Ned LeDoux's awesome. It sounds just like his son, and I mean, I love. It meant something. The kind of music was the cowboy music that they just don't sing anymore.
No.
That's why I wrote that Tall in the Saddle, because it's similar to Chris LeDoux type music, but it's mine. And it kind of just, for me, it was actually written out. That song was come out of Lewis L'Amour. Remember Lewis L'Amour books? Reading that, getting some of the ideas about how cowboy. It was one particular book where a cowboy would take care of his family. A cowboy would get up in the morning and cook for them, or have a helping hand, or whatever. And that's what the song is basically speaking about.
And Jamie, cowboys have always been some of the greatest American storytellers. Stan, what happened? This was famous. You got into a fight with a forklift.
I did.
What did okay, so you and the forklift were out drinking, smoking, and just hanging out. Getting dirty. And you didn't like something that the forklift said to you and you hit it, and what did the forklift do to you?
Hit me into a semi on my neck.
And where is that forklift
Almost
now?
decapitated me, believe it or not.
Where-
I mean, it was within inches of doing decapitation.
Out of all seriousness, this was at work?
Grand Junction, Colorado, 2004 when it happened. I was at the skid yard over there for more storage, and
Right.
they load up. They build those doll houses. You know the big doll houses
Yes.
you buy that look realistic. They built those from scratch, and we were loading one, and the fork was kind of crooked, and I was like, it's not gonna go on the truck.
And you
right.
saw this.
So I got off,
yeah.
set the emergency brake, and they worked on it like 2 days prior for the emergency brake.
Right.
So I set it. It must have failed, and it rolled it downhill and just went right into. And that, the amazing thing was that was God. For everybody listening, that was God, because a pebble, the size of like
Jamie's brain.
no, just a little, maybe a quarter, rock wise, hit the wheel and turned it away from me, so it just pinched me across there. That's how it saved me.
I wish we had that. Well, we'd make that into a.
So my doctor was like, they were looking at me in awe, like, you should be dead right now, but I'm not.
How
and that wasn't my time.
How badly injured were you?
I was bedridden for a week, and then I had to go through scar stuff from my chest where the scar was, and you can barely see it anymore because they did a great job. Desert Sun Medical Center, you did good.
Right.
But for me, it was that, and I also cut my finger down all the way to the bone.
Right.
So that didn't mean I would cut my thumb off, but I still have nervous damage in it. But yeah, I was lucky. It was a freak accident, but that woke me up because I was like, man, he ain't promised tomorrow, man. You know.
But that would wake you up.
You might be a cowboy, you might be tough and old redneck, but I guarantee you ain't that tough.
No,
Not 2 ton for that.
No, nobody's that tough. 3:15 on WTSQ, 88.1 FM in beautiful Charleston. Afternoon show going along today. Stan G. Murphy is here. Jamie Skeen is here. Big show tomorrow at the Blue Parrot. Thursday at the Glass. Friday, Castaways and Nitro. And the following Wednesday also at the Empty Glass. Thanks to Block, Chris Chaber and everybody over there. Do you want to play some songs?
Yeah, we're
What you
gonna
got for
play
us?
Lipstick for you. First hit I ever had. Oh, you can well, no. Oh, the nonsense, baby. One more beer than this. Let's get back to us. And the thrill we felt with our first kiss. You know the road can take us where we both feel so alive. Let's go tonight. Put your lipstick on while I drive. We can go down the road El Paso
WTSQ 88.1 FM in Charleston. Stan G. Murphy, Jamie Skeen live in the studio on the afternoon show at 3:20. Big show. Parrot tomorrow. Have you been to any of these places yet, Stan?
I went by it. I have not been in.
Oh, I love the Blue Parrot. I love the glass. Castaways, I don't know anything about, but if it's a
I did go into Castaways. I went in there and there was, I don't know if it was a birthday party or something they were doing the other night.
You
But
get any cake?
no. No, they looked at me like I was a alien.
Cowboy.
Who's this guy?
I mean, this 6'4", 216 pounds. Thank God I lost weight.
Oh, you
Cowboy
lost weight.
I want a
gained
picture.
some.
I want
Yeah.
a picture of Roadblock.
came into town
Stan.
and I didn't have my Spurs on. Maybe that's what it was.
Do you wear Spurs?
I do. I have a
You brought 'em.
great set. I brought with me. They're custom made, handmade for me, and they like the movie Tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like the ones he was wearing.
How do they sound when you walk? They must
They sound
cool.
clingy and awesome.
Yeah, that's the way it should sound.
So when the girls was looking at them, were like, "What? I love that."
You know what's funny? My favorite soccer team, Tottenham Hotspur in London, says me and Stan were meant to be here. Guys, let's pay some bills. Come back. Give us one last song.
Sure.
Stan, we're really. I've been hearing about you for a long time from Jamie.
Well, that's a good thing. Was it good?
Oh no, it's all good. You've been a good friend to our Jamie, and just want to say we feel honored and privileged to have you up here at WTSQ.
I'm glad to be here.
And when you do have another big hit and you have a platinum record, make sure you spell Chris Long's name right and WTSQ when you give him a platinum record.
Okay.
Okay, and where would we put it? Would we put it in the? No, we want everybody to see it in the green room. You see, our green room is actually green, you guys. Did you notice that, Jamie? Our
It is
green rooms are
green.
actually. We don't mess around at WTSQ.
You just take it
No.
where it needs to go.
No,
No
exactly.
questions.
Oh my goodness, everybody stay tuned.
Support for WTSQ is brought to you by the Charleston Music and Arts Collective, a
Right.
nonprofit music video and community center looking for
Got me a little
volunteers to
nervous,
assist
Gaff.
with construction
What's that?
and development.
That got me a little nervous.
That's my job.
More information at facebook.com/CMAC.
If you're not
For a
nervous?
second of this for a
Festival of
second.
Yeah,
Charleston
just
will turn a
wow.
city into a work of art June 14th through March 20th, featuring music by local and national touring bands,
All right.
That's what it is.
International and regional film festivals year-round at the Florida Park, Owens. Information and membership at wbiff.org.
And guys, big thank you, love, and gratitude to our friends at the CMAC, Charleston Music and Arts Collective Festival, our friends there in the West Virginia International Film Festival for your continued support of WTSQ. We do not happen without the support of our friends who listen and our friends and family in the community that underwrite the station. If you want to get involved in your business or organization, also want to support community radio here in the beautiful city of Charleston, why don't you send our pal Chris Long a message at info@WTSQ.org, or get us in a private message on Facebook. One of our amazing social media crew, Josh Bean, Nick Wiseman, will get right back to you. 3:23, afternoon show gone long. Coming up at 5 o'clock, the Beer Friend Radio Hour with Mr. Scotty Johnson. Come on, guys, round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Scotty Johnson has done more for the music community here in Charleston than any other Scotty Johnson I ever met anywhere in this world, and you're gonna hear all the best rock and roll in here, Scotty. Let's see who else we got tonight. We got Ray Whiting, Soulful Sessions, Roger, and Larry with Musicians Edition, Dave O'Brien with all the best blues music. Another amazing night of radio here on WTSQ. Cowboy Vision, Stan G. Murphy. The G stands for, oh my God, this is good music.
You know what the G stands for?
What's that?
My dad's name. He died in 2012.
What was your
His
dad's
name was Glenn.
Glenn. That's a great country music name.
Stanley Glenn. Well, it's actually Stanley. I go by Stan though. Let's let y'all know so y'all have fan insider out there that it is. But Stanley Glenn was Milstead, but Murphy is my biological last name.
Great.
So,
So you have brothers and sisters,
yeah, I do. I have
and they play.
three brothers and one sister that's biological blood,
Right.
and then I have 3 stepsisters, so 8 kids.
And you have Jamie, and you have Sheila,
Yeah,
and
I
you
have
have all your
Sheila,
new
and I have
friends
a
and
little
family here.
pumpkin at home.
Oh, what's your pumpkin called?
No, not mine. I'm talking. I
Oh,
have
you
a
have to have a
daughter, but
pumpkin.
she's not little.
Mine's little.
I was talking about Lakeland.
Lakeland.
I got Lakeland. He was coming around the house the other day going, "Come on, buddy, let's go play."
Lakeland is gonna be a good drummer when he
Yeah,
grows up.
he-
He was
he's-
what, a year
he's
and a
very
half when I
smart.
saw him playing a drum pad. I'm
Dude,
like,
he was beating on sticks when he was 6 months
I'm
old.
like, he's a better percussionist than anybody I know.
Yeah. My daughter's just turned 16 January, and
It's a big
she'll
age.
be getting out of the house for too long. Anyway, she lives in Nebraska, so
Nebraska.
if this preaches out that way, so hopefully she'll be listening.
Listen, this is WTSQ Stan G. Murphy. We reach all
Everywhere.
We have people on Venus
Everywhere.
listening to us. Venus, of course, is in Boone County, West Virginia. What you guys gonna play for us?
This is a new song.
Who wrote? Tell
As-
us about this new song.
Okay, this new song, and hey, don't shoot the messenger. We wrote it. Me, Jamie, and his wife sat down the other night and
No,
wrote
no.
this song.
You, Sheila, and her husband.
Yes.
That's
Sheila
the-
and her husband. That's how we'll say it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sat down the other night. It was at the dinner table, and we was sitting there
What were
writing
you
some
eating, by the way?
songs.
What did you have at dinner that night?
I think we were eating chili.
Yeah,
I think it was chili night.
Okay, so chili sitting at the table.
Because I made chili the first
He
night.
made some cowboy chili for me, pretty good.
Jamie,
Oh,
what
man,
did
go,
you-
hey, you know what? I'm going to cook something and bring it up here for you.
You know what? Jamie, what are you fucking these people?
I don't know.
First you're on stage. Yeah, I get the 326. I get
Not only
this.
does he get the music, he gets the cooking too.
Stan, I get this message from Jamie. Oh my God, I'm on stage with Toby Keith. I'm like, Toby Keith, the mechanic, or Toby Keith from Oklahoma, who's the great rock and roll star. So first he's on stage with Toby Keith, then he's telling me about you. Where do you find these people?
They found us.
They
It's
found
like,
us, right.
you know, it's crazy.
The first gig I played in Vegas, he opened for us, and then about
That's
4 months
nuts.
later, I was in Henderson, and he's playing, and
It's all meant to
the
be.
Gold Mine Tavern.
And he showed up one night, and I was playing his sets with Misha Riss. So if you're listening out there on the radio, awesome girl, awesome job. She's great. She
Oh,
plays
great.
like, yeah, she's
Got a
really
great
good.
voice.
Great voice. Anyway, she was playing with me at the Gold Mine Tavern in Las Vegas. Oh, it's
we
actually
gotta-
Henderson.
We gotta get out. Jamie, you gotta take me and Scotty Johnson.
And then he
my
shows
out to
up
Vegas.
with Trevo, and they started playing. Or he said, "Hey, I got my buddy here wants to play." And it just rocked the house down. We played every
played the
90s
next
country
night,
song
and-
that you can hear.
They had to get a building engineer to inspect the
I might even
property.
play you a song that I do out there before it's over.
Guys, so you have
This
this new
song-
song written with Sheila.
Yeah,
When
I mean,
was
this
Sheila?
was a little personal. I think when I walked in the room, Stan was like making some reference to my life, and I thought it was kind of a joke at first. And
What, your life or the
And it was
the
me,
records?
Sheila.
So you gotta keep in mind, you know who we're talking about here.
like,
right?
I mean, me and Sheila are cracking up, and then it goes somewhere, and like the hair stands up on my arms, and yeah. So.
He had this lick come in, and I never heard this lick before. So, any guitarists out there, I hope you hear it, and I hope you love that lick in there too.
Stan,
But it's called.
Jamie Skeen's a very talented
He
musician.
is.
And a very
He is.
talented
He
engineer.
says, "Oh, I'm not a guitar player." I'm like, dude, I don't pick sucky people. Okay.
No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
I don't. I can't have them around.
And you
I
know
gotta
what,
be.
Stan?
You know, they gotta make me look good.
WTSQ. I can't speak for everybody. I speak for Scotty, Maya, Josh, me, and everybody. We're not friends with losers.
No, I
We're
don't
only
know
friends
any
with the
losers.
best.
Well, I do know some losers, but they're in prison. So
We'll talk about that on the podcast. So you three wrote this song, and it's
yeah,
personal.
we did, and it's very, very personal to West Virginia.
Right.
It is called West Virginia. I don't love you anymore.
Let's hear it, you guys. WTSQ.
3, 4.
This old broken down apartment out on Decatur Boulevard. I don't think think I've been here since a long, long time ago. West Virginia, I don't love you anymore. I don't love you anymore. West Virginia, I don't love you anymore.
WTSQ 88.1 FM in beautiful Charleston. Stan G. Murphy, Jamie Skeen. Well, sometimes you need to hear some hard words.
What do y'all think about the song?
The song was great. The song was great. Lots of people have that kind of relationship with West Virginia or any place they're from. But this is still home.
Well, it's
Good
always
and the
home.
bad. And you know, we
But
celebrate.
sometimes you gotta hear that bitter truth because it's
It's just being away for that long, and you
Yeah.
come back and you see the starkness of the loss. I mean, anyone here has witnessed the opioid crisis, whatever you want to call it. And I personally buried 6 some pretty good friends,
Jamie,
man, some really talented
Some of the things.
cats.
So you grew up on the west side. You grew up up Chandler.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How many people that you went to school with are still with us? Oh, what?
A few. Thankfully, there's a few, but people. I mean, I've said it before. They're in a buried dead or they're in prison.
Right.
I'm lucky. I'm one of the lucky ones, man. Yeah.
We take the good stuff and there's a lot of amazing stuff here in Greater Charleston. But you know, we celebrate that. But we talk about the bad stuff and we own it. And hopefully, as a community, got our mayor, Mayor Amy. We have this radio station with all the great businesses in town, all the people, Pastor Farmer on the west side of Charleston, everybody doing the great artists here, everybody doing their bit to make this place look right. And we celebrate them, but we talk about the crap and we work it
It
out.
becomes part of you
Yeah.
after a while, man.
I think it's just one of those anthem type songs. In my opinion, I don't know. It hit something was different when we were sitting at the table about writing the other songs compared to this song.
Right.
About where Jamie was, you know, in a broken down apartment, and he was on Decatur Boulevard. And then
Well, how did you describe
I mean,
it?
I went in this place and I'm like, I don't know, man. You know.
is that the place you described as the My Name Is Earl Hotel?
No,
Yeah.
that was the first. This was better than the first one. He thought the second one was bad. So you
Yeah.
can imagine how the first.
Even though I had a gate, I was like, I don't know. When we get you out of here, brother.
I love
but
that place.
and him losing his mind, he was losing his mind. I mean, I came over a couple times and we'd sit down and try to write some stuff just so he'd get his mind right, because he was missing family and whatnot. But you know, that's what the lines were coming in there. And then talking about going back to Tennessee. Well, how many people want to go to Tennessee? Everybody.
Everyone wants to go to Nashville. Even
Exactly.
Knoxville's doing well. Memphis.
But this song has a bits of
And I'm
me
from
and him
Tennessee.
and
I've been
my
there
wife.
20-something years. So.
Right. Jamie, we're glad you're back, by the way. Well, you
Thank
have a
you.
lot of really good friends. A lot of them who are listening right now are cheering you, Stan. And as you know, on behalf of all of Jamie's people, and Jamie's got a lot of people. Maybe sometimes he doesn't realize it, but he does. Thank you for being his friend and brother.
And thank you for me. So,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you're welcome.
Stan G. Murphy, Cowboy Vision, Parrot tomorrow, Thursday Glass, Friday Castaways and Nitro. Go check out Neighborhood Bar there, and the following Wednesday at the Empty Glass again.
Yes.
Oh man, you got to check out the Empty Glass. You're gonna love this place, Stan.
I hope so. I've never been to any of the bars, and I believe that anybody that loves 90s country music and bringing back the old charm of what it meant, those songs meant, definitely come out because it'll be a rocking
But
town.
you know what? Anybody that likes good music, it's gonna be
Yeah,
there.
hey, we play zombie, we play it all.
It'll rock it out for you too.
Hey
so.
Stan, give out all your social media. How can people find you online?
So Cowboy Vision on Facebook is the first way to look on there and find us, and then also you can go on YouTube at Stan G. Murphy and look up videos there. I'm posting hopefully it'll be daily. I don't post as much as I should, but I mean I'm not savvy like that. I guess I'm a
Yeah, the
cowboy.
more you do it, the more
But
you get
yeah,
savvy.
so then you have social media as far as Instagram and Twitter as well. And we're actually going to be doing some Spotify and iTunes to put these songs out there for you. So
And we'll get you a copy.
we'll get you
Oh,
a
you
copy.
better
We're
get
going
me
to
a
bring you a
copy.
whole full copy when it's done.
Remember, we want your platinum album. Chris Long, CHRISLONG. That's the
I
name
really
that has to
believe
be,
that West Virginia, I don't love you anymore, might be the one. I'm telling you, I love my friend's song, and I actually wrote a song for my wife called "For Your Love," and I sang it to her, and she was just crying. But I was like, okay, well, but you know, that's a whole different ballgame.
Sheila, if you're listening, we need to get Jamie to make you cry more. We're gonna make that happen.
Well, she was crying when she was,
Like
there
this.
listening to it.
I mean, because there's bits of each of us in that song. So yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, there's parts in there where I'm the Tennessee part and he's the Vegas part. And even though I live in Vegas, but he's the Vegas part of what it did to him. And then the mountains are here, talking about the mountains and the hills of hauntings. The haunting, I call it the hauntings of what it's done.
Great.
So
Guys, thanks for coming out. Maybe before Stan leaves, we'll come back up again.
Yeah, maybe we'll come up Tuesday.
y'all want
Let's do
a
it.
Donnie's country song before?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Give us a hit or whatever you.
It ain't my hit, it's somebody else's, but I love
A
this
hit's
song.
a hit.
This one is Even the Man in the Moon is Crying, Mark Colley. So if you're listening out there, Mark Colley, I love you.
He's one of our top listeners.
Plain Phoenix, say hello to your mom. Couldn't even look me in the eye. Drove out to that desert, just like nothing happened. Somewhere in the darkness, heard her say goodbye. I hear voices in the wind say that she ain't coming back again. Look for guidance in the sky, but the stars have all gone out. Feeling my life is black. Even the man in the moon is crying. Burning up this black tie, heading down to Boston. Wonder if she misses me tonight. Drove out to that desert, just like nothing happened. Somewhere in the darkness, heard her say goodbye. I hear voices in the wind saying she ain't coming back again. Look for guidance in the sky, the stars have all gone out tonight. Feeling my life is black, even the man in the moon is crying. Even the man in the moon is crying. Even the man in the moon is crying. Mark Colley, thank you.
Sandy Murphy, Jamie Skeen. We're going to see you tomorrow at the Parrot. Why don't we hear, speaking of West Virginia, one of the great talents here in our state from Nicholas County. Here's our friend Emily Adele. Good job, you guys. Was that okay, Stan?
Mm-hmm.
Have you come back up next? Absolutely, come up next Tuesday.
What do you think of the tune, Chad?
Oh, they were great. Bill was dying.
What about the West Virginia thing?
Oh,
It's
it's
a little
a
touchy,
consult-
ain't it?
Listen, West Virginians know. They know.
Yeah.
They can take.
It wasn't taken in. I wasn't trying to take it like an insult to anybody.
No, no, no,
I'm
they-
from
they
here,
know.
But they know what I'm talking about when.
Yeah, everybody here is really aware of the problems. President Obama came here like 4 years ago, because we are the center of the heroin and opioid problem in America. So like we know. Like Jamie tells me all these stories about when he was growing, all the people I don't know.
Right.
We have just where I live, we have a lot of Jamie. That was your friends love you. Your friends love you, and Bill wants you to come play at his church. He keeps telling me that.
I'll go play church.
What, dude? They would love that.
I know a ton of gospel songs. His wife writing a gospel song is pretty dang good, I'll tell you right now.
How did you feel, Jamie?
I'm good.
Okay. Stan, was that okay, brother?
Oh yeah, it was great.
We got a really interesting thing here.
How did
about
it sound in your
organization.
headphones?
Oh, it was great. And people, broadcast professionals, people from the TV station were listening, and they said it. Tyler was saying that it sounded better on the app than on the radio. I think we have some noise in our line to our transmitter.
Oh, really? I just listen on the app. I mean,
Really?
I have.
They were listening on the app in the control room. Bill says, no, I kept asking him. He said, no, this sounds great.
I forgot to put the mic down there on one side.
No, it was
So
still
about halfway
sound fine.
through, I was like, oh shit. And they tried
Well,
to-
hopefully somebody just got the gist of it anyway.
Oh, no, we got a lot of
Here's
people
your
listening.
cable stand.
Jamie, I will get you the recording tonight.
Awesome, man.
I'll put it in my
Oh,
Dropbox.
Hopefully I didn't get towed. I bet you I got a ticket, I guarantee.